the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. S-T-R-O. Yeah.
How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
S-T-R-O. I ain't come to play with you.
Yeah.
Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. Early I'm up.
Yeah.
I can't spend the day with you. I'm out in my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright.
Yeah.
I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support ride. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time. Another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winning side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my hit is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah, beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I done grabbed a few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on.
Coach, some of those in the silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Rams and the Arizona Cardinals.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They give to Johnson going right. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career. And Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down is Murray. It's complete to Williams. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first.
Come on, QB, go forward. 58's the money.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Andy Isabella was the intended target. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
That's it. Right to the 3. Focus, defense, focus. Check 3.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. Sharp move, but can't find much space. Dropped just inside the 20. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
They try right side here, Gurley. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6.
Gun. 43 for Mike. Me and you all day.
And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. The pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Andy Isabella was the intended target. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On first down, it's Gurley. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
No. He's coming. We got double up.
They'll try a handoff right with Gurley. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken short. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Mike, 58, right there. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
From the 29, Murray. He finds his man Johnson. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
How about that shuffle pass? Or if you want to call it the shovel pass, that's fine too. That's one of those plays that you can take a little bit of risk there because you're trying to throw the ball into the middle of the field where a lot of big bodies lurk, and they can knock it away, pick it off, but they were able to execute it successfully on that play.
On first down, it's Johnson. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
At the 39-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go.
Running from the gun, Johnson. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Murray now to throw. This one caught by Isabella. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. David Johnson hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
The Rams take over 1st and 10. Let's go. At their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Throwing is Newton. They'll find Everett there, complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd. From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. That'll be caught by Cup. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down, L.A.
Check, 20. Pretty quiet, team. Pretty quiet. Watch out. Check. Watch the shit. That's mine. I got him. Hey, switch gears. Get him.
Now Gurley. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here we go, D. All day. Defense all day. All day. Hey! Check 31. Check 31.
They run. It's Gurley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he will get this to the midfield stripe, but that's not going to be enough. He's a few yards short. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. On 4th down, Newton. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down L.A. Gurley with a little bit of an opening there as he's able to get 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 33-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Get it. 8. 49. Check 49. Check 49. Who's on football? Check 30. Out.
Here's Gurley. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
The Rams on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. A shotgun snap for Newton. And that's complete to Cooks. And he's got the 1st as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup.
Los Angeles.
Newton will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
Check it out, Reed. Check 50. Check 50. He's checking. He's checking. He's fast. What is it? 8. What is it?
Gurley. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, and defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
Check 3. Watch the whip. Wide. Get wide. It's fast.
Newton looking to throw on 3rd and 1. He'll get this one to Kupp, complete. The defense surrenders a 13-yard pass play there on 3rd and 1. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. 2 minutes remaining in the first half, 10-7, our score. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. And give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Newton takes it himself, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Cam Newton with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Zerline good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken very short. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Check 3, check 3.
From the gun, a run for Johnson. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10.
Check the backer, check the backer.
Murray now on 1st down. And an alley to run. And avoids the contact by sliding. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half.
Here we go, D, get off the field. Hayward. We got 25 to Mike. I'm going to run.
Here's Murray from midfield. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down. They'll run on 1st down. Johnson, and running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Murray flushed out right. Open man is Kirk, complete. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals 1st down as well.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
58 to Mike, 58.
Murray now on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started.
Keep playing hard.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
20. Switch.
The third quarter starts with a run by Gurley. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Another carry now for Gurley. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Hey, tight down. There you go. Check.
From the gun on 3rd down. Newton dancing to his left. He gets it to Cooks. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. The things got a little dicey there as soon as he exited the pocket out to the left.
And he ends up throwing it for no yardage gained. I don't know about you, but my high school coach, John Ford, if he saw a ball in the air and you got no yards out of it, he would have had a stroke, okay? Because his opinion, that ball shouldn't be in the air unless something good was going to happen. Tuck it away, try and pick up something, or just slide and get down.
Nothing good happened there, that's for sure.
20. Check. He's coming.
They are going to go for it. It's Newton. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike. No. 58, right over there.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Murray, he's going to let it, and this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. Andy Isabella was the intended target.
Partner, when you're playing cover 2, this is like a tag team for the safeties. Each of them gets a half-field responsibility. Their job, stay as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, read the football, and go make a play. In this case, the free safety made the best play, an interception.
Time to establish the run game here. Gurley. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Switch. Jim, express. Jim. Under 10. 10.
Now it's Gurley. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Set. 180. 58. 8. They're running it. Check 9. Check 9. He's 20. He's checking crap.
On 2nd and 7, Newton. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. It's complete. This is Todd Gurley. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, here's Newton. Forced out to his left. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. So he rolls out of the pocket left, just ends up finding a safety valve, but no gain there.
No gain, but it looked like they were well coached on the play because he still went through his progressions, and the receivers know that when the quarterback exits the pocket, they have defined routes to run now to get into his sight lines and try and help him out. End up throwing it short to the running back. Give the defense credit for not giving up any yardage.
So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. And Cam Newton's not coming off the field. They'll keep the offense out to go for it on 4th.
43's the Mike. That's right, baby. They don't want it. Mike's 43.
They will go for it. Now Newton. And this is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. Being just short of midfield, they decide to take a crack at it on 4th down. They don't come through.
Sometimes it's just showing confidence in your defense. You know that they're good, and they'll take care of you. A lot of coaches during the week will announce to their team, we're going to be aggressive, guys. We're going to go for it. Hey, defense, you got me? A little bit of a challenge to them to see if they'll pick up the rest of the team.
We'll see how they respond now. That 1st down completion only netted them 3. 2nd and 7. Johnson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball is moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And able to find Kirk complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now a 10th carry for Johnson, and they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up a 3.
At the 5-yard line. A gain of 3 brings up second and goal.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. To Johnson again. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. David Johnson with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
At the 31-yard line.
They'll come up now second and 4 from the 31.
Oh, here we go. Oh, shit. Watch this. Come on. Hey, turn it up. Clock now.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. The dump-off gets him only 1, and now you're looking at a third down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
The Rams on third down, 5 out of 9 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Great.
Out of the gun, Newton. This is caught, it's Cooks. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Give him 6 yards in the first down.
And the Rams first down.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here comes a 20th carry for Gurley. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 37-yard line.
Okay, right to the 3. Oh, you got deep? Show it up. Gun.
Operating from the gun, Newton. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game in the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. They come out here in the eye. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll run it with Johnson, and he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Cardinals have taken the lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late.
Let's go, Pete. Tighten up. 20. Jumper.
They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes if you got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Say, 8.
From the gun, Newton over the middle. That's hauled in by Cup. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Newton. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. Then the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
On the ground, this is Johnson. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 11 at the 36-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Again, it's Johnson. Touchdown, Cardinals. David Johnson, 36 yards. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. On 1st down, Newton being chased out left. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Byron Murphy, the one who got a hand in to knock it away. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. 23 yards the pickup there. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st and 10, Newton. Wide open receiver complete. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Now Newton on 1st down. Buying time to his left. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Off play action, Newton. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Back to throw it, Murray. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. He was looking for Watkins that time. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Following the fumble recovery, Newton steps away to his left. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw again, Newton. They'll find Everett there, complete. And he gets it down to the 32. So they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Newton now to throw. He gets it to Gurley, complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. To throw is Newton. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And one of the whistles for timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Watch the twist. Hey, alert 3, alert 3. Check safety, check safety. Shoot. 8. Gun.
Newton throwing again. Dancing to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
Great. Spot 8. Hey, watch it.
One last throw here for Newton. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better, and that got it done in this one.
So for Arizona, they close out this first half at a